Survivors of Manchester Arena bomb terror and those who lost loved ones share stories of joy and tragedy. The terror bomb attack that ripped through Manchester Arena in May left the lives of thousands in tatters and united the nation in grief. The deadly suicide nail bomb, detonated by jihadi Salman Abedi at an Ariana Grande concert, killed 22 and left 59 horrifically injured. And a new episode of Crimes That Shook Britain will tonight air new interviews with those affected as they relive the moments after the attack. Those interviewed include youngsters who escaped death by a hair's breadth and the relatives of others who were not so lucky. Here, we look at two of their heart-rending stories. If she had been facing the other direction, she would have been killed. 8-year-old Lily Harrison was walking past the box office in the foyer of the arena with her parents when the blast went off. Shrapnel ripped into her back and doctors hailed her survival a miracle because the blast missed vital organs by millimeters. Dad Adam recalled, "I saw a flash. I was holding Lily's hand and trying to see what the bang was. I thought it might have been something electrical. Then I looked down. Lily was on all fours, and a cardboard sign that she'd made with a heart on it and taken to the concert was covered in rubble." Adam picked her up and tried to run outside with wife Lauren, but tripped over a man lying on the floor, falling and knocking his beloved daughter unconscious. It was only then he and Lauren realized how badly injured she was. Adam, 32, said, "Lily fell unconscious for about 40 seconds. It was the longest 40 seconds of my life. There was a hole in the back of her jacket. I lifted it up, and it was as if someone had thrown gloss red paint over her back. Her t-shirt was sodden. I pulled it up and there was a perfectly round hole between her shoulder blades." The pair, Lauren bleeding from her own injury to her leg, carried Lily as far as the car park. A policeman radioed for an ambulance, but they were all busy with other casualties, so PC Kath Daly drove the family to hospital herself. It was there they learned how close their girl had been to death. Consultants said they had no idea how the schoolgirl's heart, lungs and spinal cord had remained undamaged. They also told Adam and Lauren that had Lily been facing the opposite direction she would have been killed instantly. Mum Lauren, 25, said the consultant said she was one of the luckiest children he had ever seen. The shrapnel had bruised her lung. They said they don't know how it didn't puncture it, but it had missed her heart and spinal cord. It was so close to so many organs it was a miracle none was hit. Adam added, if she'd been facing the other way, she would have been hit directly in the middle of her chest. She wouldn't be with us now. Lily, of Heaton Moor in Stockport, GTR Manchester, spent 2 weeks in the Royal Manchester Children's Hospital and initially could not talk. Adam said, for the first 4 or 5 days she said nothing, she would only answer yes or no. But she soon began to recover and was delighted when 2 weeks after the bombing, she had a visit in hospital from her idol, Ariana Grande. Before the attack, the youngster had filmed herself and her parents in the audience at the concert. Lauren, who has since had 5 operations on the deep wound in her leg caused by a flying inch-long bolt, added, "We never thought such a great night could end like it did. But for one person doing what the bomber did, there were millions of kind people. People and strangers were coming into the hospital with food and clothes. They will never know how much it meant to us." I stroked and cuddled Georgina and held her hands. Then I was all alone. Leslie Callender arrived at the arena to take daughter Georgina home and instead found herself cradling the dying 18-year-old in her final moments. The mum recalled, "I was with a friend, and as we approached the stairs, I said, 'Oh my God.' There was blood all over the wall, everywhere. It was all over the floor. Then we went in, and it was just carnage, total carnage. There were body parts, people covered up with posters. As I turned round and looked, there Georgina was on a makeshift stretcher. It was a barrier, and she was lying on it, and they were doing CPR. I was talking to her. I was saying, 'Please, Georgina, please just try. Just try. It's Mummy, please just try.'" While Leslie, 54, was by her daughter's side, Dad Simon was at home listening to it all on the phone. He said, All I can hear is Leslie screaming to Georgina, "Georgina! Georgina! Come on, love! Come on, love! Georgina, wake up! Wake up!" Then she was saying to me, "You had better get here quick." Georgina was rushed to hospital with Leslie at her